Alone. This is actually one of the first games I got. This is one of the first games I got for Maven Gaming, because I wanted to play something that really works on an anthropological level. This game was really put forward as a video game form of sharing Inuit cultures and tales, revolving around the story of the girl and the spirit. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. And we'll probably do the cultural insights at the end in case they're like unlockables and such. I think they're unlockables. Yeah. They're unlockables. So, let's see what this is like, huh? But first, I need to perch. Ow! There we go. Now I can play. Iñupiaq are an Alaska native people who thrived for thousands of years in one of the most formidable environments on Earth.
Unipqaaqutiarsiikpin taalaranilaqannasuk unipqaaqtuaq qaaviuraqama niviaqsiaqarualuguuq iñuuniaqaneqsuq angayuqaagamini sumiteemma niviaqsiaqarualuqamuniallatuneqsaq aasiisuraqallavluni supayaanik.
Space Cowboy, how's it going? After this cutscene, we'll go ahead and change the title in the game to match.
Iñuuniaqutик anuqqautigait anuqulingaallaaqsuq anuqulingaallaaqpaalluni kisaimma panernialeaqsivut niviaqsiaqarualuk kisaimma isummeqtoq tavraasi kanngitsaquaqsigaasumman anuqlisuuruqumagaan summan anuqulingaallaaqamagaan.
We just finished that.
Kanngitsaquaqsigaasumman anuqlisuuruqumagaan.
We just finished SteamWorld, so we switched to Never Alone. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and change it right now while it's on break. Yeah, we just beat the game, so... There we go. We went ahead and updated. How'd you like it? Played it for PS4 for a while, never finished it. It was pretty good. I felt like it was for a different audience than me personally, but I was glad to have played it. Glad to have beaten it, so... see what we got going.
Anuqulaqpaalluni suniuraqanaitsoqunni Tabrani Iñupiaq siaqarualuk ayuungitchuq. Payyagniuliqsuq.
Whoa! Is that a fox? Or is that the fox spirit? Oh! Come on! You got this, girl! Oh no! Oh, it's ice. Okay. No. Oh! Oh, what? Huh. Apparently you can play this game's co-op. That's cool. Whoop. Did I fail? It's never alone. Wait. For some reason my character keeps turning around. Why does the character... Am I missing something? Oh. Oh. I see. Because it's playing...
Tukutawayaqtuq kisimriumi.
Hello?
Arraannapqangapiaqtuq.
Hello? Are you okay? Oh, okay. So I can just freely switch between the fox and the girl. Well, that's cool. Okay. And that's why I guess it's designed as to have a co-op. Weather did not clear up as it was followed by yet another blizzard. Oh, looks to be an actual fox, not an actual spirit.
Qulirringaitchuq iñugunun teriganniaqaqanivlugu. Teriganniaqtaamna allatun inŋitchuq.
Oh, okay. We're actually supposed to be watching these along with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and watch through these then. I already said, it's never alone.
One of the things I think a lot of people need to understand is we aren't a museum piece. The Iñupiaq people are a living people and a living culture. Even though we're in northern Alaska, which covers this vast area from Nome all the way over the Canadian border, is that there is this extreme value of interconnectedness and interdependence.
It's a hunting society, a gathering society from thousands of years.
This is what creates our culture.
That special relationship between humans and the natural world and the animals, and that it teaches you how to have a society that doesn't do too much harm to the world.
Love and respect for nature, for one another, for our elders. Very, very fundamental value, key to life.
Our values are something that bind us all. The importance of sharing with one another, the importance of spirituality, and the connection to the land, our traditions, how we hunt, sharing of stories and songs and dances.
I'm Iñupiaq. I'm from the Arctic Ocean.
Iñupiaq, I am Iñupiaq.
It's very important to me. It's who I am as a person.
And we're very proud of who we are, and we want to continue that.
Okay, so I'm glad they're short. I was a little worried that they were going to be like, 30-minute segments. It's kind of hard to narrow down a culture into very tiny snippets. That's like the challenge of the museum world, is to work with people, cultures, and try and get their story told in a way which is very, very tight and accessible to people who don't feel like they have a lot of time.
It'd be busy, busy, busy all through the day. You get up and you just go right to work, right to work.
There was always something to do. There's never any idle time. The only idle time we had was after we eat and before we go to bed.
One of the older people would just be relaxing, laying down there and saying, it'd be really nice to hear a story. And then just organically, someone would just start telling a story.
Storytelling for the Iñupiaq people is very important because it not only created that sense of community, but is a way to pass on wisdom to the next generation.
It was like TV, It was just like, it was as good as any movie you've ever seen. And the storyteller told it so clearly that it was just as powerful as any of the greatest movie blockbusters you've ever seen.
There was a reason behind the stories that we were told because they held traditional knowledge. They held things that we might need to know in life, whether it was about how to find food or how to survive, or it was about well-being and the importance of connecting with people and being a good member of the community.
We all do stories. We all live in stories. We all tell stories to our friends. And they need to be told. They need to be heard.
Okay, almost caught up with the rest of the game.
So scrimshaw is this really beautiful method of art that's done either on baleen or ivory, and traditionally it was used to tell stories.
Each etching is telling a story of some event. Caribou hunting was taking place. This is what was going on. War began around this time. And so it sort of gives you a timeline of history through etching.
Museums love these pieces because they're so rich.
That would literally be able to read the scrimshaw story.
They're like reading a book, in a way.
A lot of the storytelling traditions would be things that after the storytelling was done, we'd just rely on the next person telling it. And so scrimshaw is a very important way for Alaskan Native people to record their history.
Scrimshaw is great for museums because it's both an artifact that just contains that sort of dense cultural knowledge and art form, and it's also an excuse to have someone who is of the culture to come in and tell the story in a way that isn't immediately apparent to us because we haven't been embraced in that culture. So what about the Arctic fox then?
When I was growing up, my grandpa had a pet white fox. If you're a good friend with a fox, when there's danger abound, they try to keep you from getting into trouble. They pull tricks here and there, and foxes are like spoiled little kids in a way. When you let her out, she'd go prancing out in the snow, jumping in the air. I know she was happy then. Come running at me and jump on my chest, knock me backwards, lick my face, and I try not to let it. So that was my memory of my grandpa's pet fox.
So from now on, when those cultural insights pop up, we now know how to... Oop. Up there? Ah, thank you. Come on. Ooh. Are those gonna be periodic gusts then? That's looking like it. Ooh. Hey. Hey. Okay. Oh. Okay. You have to listen to the...
Caribou was... It provided for us in many ways.
Our clothing in those days was made of all caribou skin.
I grew up wearing caribou pants, mittens, caribou skin mattress, blankets.
Some people had boots that were made with wolf leggings, sealskin sole bottoms. Baleen was shaved to make insoles. They kept us quite dry and warm as well. But the caribou skin clothing was the best. We would get as many yearlings as we could for our outer clothing. And for a heavy winter, we would get caribou in February or March because the hair was the longest and the skin was the thickest, and we would use those for our winter gear. With that stuff on, you could sleep outside in 50 below and it wouldn't bother you a bit.
Yeah. I'm sure that growing accustomed to it also helped, but fair enough. Whoa! Not prepared for that. Oh no, oh no! Oop, my bad. Sorry, girl. That was my bad. Okay, oh, you right? Alright. I crossed that faster than they thought I would. The spirits? Oh.